It smells so good. Or as Bob would say, it smells good. Check this out. Oh yeah, pulled. And here comes the good part. I've been waiting for this. Hey, welcome to the Rolling Acres chapter of the BBQ Pit Boys. Cheshire Cat here today. We got St. Patrick's Day coming up. So a sandwich that I like to make, and I've made it in the past. I think they called it a Phat Tony, I think it is, but PH fat. We're gonna take this corned beef brisket here. I guess they said this is the flat. And we're going to soak it overnight. So to make pastrami, I've always taken like one of these corned beefs and I soaked it overnight in water to try to get all the saltiness and the brine out of it. And then you put it on the smoker and it makes a beautiful pastrami. So we're going to be making sandwiches out of it. Of course, we got some marble rye, got some sauerkraut, we got some Russian dressing, and some sliced Swiss cheese. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to soak it overnight. I'm going to smoke it tomorrow. So it's going to smoke for a good long while. And then the next day, we're going to actually put this in like a double boiler, maybe even a crock pot. And then we're going to be using this whiskey barrel barbecue sauce in with it. And then we're going to be making sandwiches. So it's like a Reuben. Yes, it's like a Reuben, but it's going to be pulled instead of sliced. So yeah, we're going to cook this quite a bit, and we want to cook it for a while so it does pull and it's nice and tender, but you know, kind of like a pulled pork. But I think it's going to be good. All right, as you can see, I got this out of the package. I am keeping this little pack area here that came with the corned beef. I am going to season it with this. So I'm just going to take this brisket, I'm going to put it in this pan, and we're just going to fill it up with water. So as this is going, I probably might come back out, like, you know, tonight before we go to bed. I might take this out and then change the water out, and then again let it sit overnight, and we'll be ready to cook it tomorrow. Okay, this corned beef has been sitting in water overnight. It is taken out, like I said, I wanted to get out a lot of the brine and a lot of the saltiness out of it, because we're going to be making pastrami. So I'm just going to finish drying this off a little bit. Like I say, it's been sitting in water overnight. So as a binder, I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil. So I'm going to throw some olive oil. Yeah, nice and liquidy. All right. So now I'm going to take my pastrami seasoning. I mean, I am using a mix, plus I'm using the packet that came with it. It's basically coriander, black pepper, garlic salt, onion salt, a little bit of paprika, and some other spices. So we're just going to give this a nice little coating. Let me get it all around. You see I'm going a little bit heavy on it. Alright, we're going to let this sit for a little bit. Let some of these seasonings incorporate into the meat. So, next step is we're going to hit it out on the smoker. All right, the temp is looking good on this Kamado. I'm around 215, 210. We got blue smoke, so it's time to put this on. I'm gonna put it right here in the middle. So I have a water pan underneath there. Just as some advice, especially when it's cold out like right today, it's like 26 degrees here at the Rolling Acres chapter. Put warm water in there. Don't put cold water and wait for it to come up. Put a nice warm temperature water in there. So I think we're gonna be good. Okay, we're a couple hours in. Ah, look at that. Ooh, it's fogging up. All right, so it's time to start probing. So we're gonna go right here in the middle. Ooh, it is tough. But a couple hours in, a couple more hours to go. Okay, we're at 5 hours in. The probe is saying it is 167 internal. So I think I'm going to pull it around 180, and then we're going to wrap it. All right, we pulled this at 180, and now it's time for the wrap. If you want to take a look at that nice bark on there. That's nice and yeah. So we're going to get our butcher paper. I'm going to put some oil on here. It kind of makes like a nice seal. All right. And we're going to wrap this up. I'm not much of a Christmas present wrapper, as you can tell, but this is going to be good. We're going to probably pull this around 204 degrees. And then we're gonna hit it tomorrow. We're gonna finish it up tomorrow. We're probably gonna use some whiskey, or we are gonna use some whiskey barrel barbecue sauce. We're gonna let this sit either double boil or, like I said, a crock pot with the barbecue sauce, and it's gonna pull. It's gonna be really good. All right. This pastrami has been in the smoker for about 10 hours, and we got up this morning and we started just warming it back up. I was going to use a crock pot, but I chose not to. So here it is. Let's see how it came out. So remember, I said I wanted to pull this. Check that out. It's got some nice color to it. All right, let's see. It did. It's mushy. Got some nice color to it. Yeah. So my friend, who told me about this Phat Tony sandwich, said that, you know, it's pulled pastrami, and then it's a combination of this Russian dressing with a little bit of barbecue sauce. He did say mustard. I don't have any whole grain mustard with me right now, but yeah, we're gonna mix these two, and then we're gonna put this all together. It should be good. This looks like the flat top is ready to go. Break this up a little bit more. So we're gonna put some kraut here. Some pastrami here, and some pastrami here. Maybe a little bit more. Put some sauerkraut here. And some sauerkraut here. You just kind of want to heat it up. Get a little bit of color. Now we're going to take this, move it on over there. I think this is going to be too big for the sandwich, for the bread anyways. All right. We take some of our mixture, mix it on top. Okay. Take some Swiss cheese. Go 3. Come on, buddy. Okay. Now we're going to take some Guinness beer. We're going to pour it right down here down the center. And we're going to steam it. I hope I got this right, buddy. I'm kind of going by what you told me. what a Phat Tony is. So, all right. Okay, these are coming along pretty good. You see the cheese is melting. So we're gonna start toasting our bread. Like I said, I think the sandwich is gonna be a lot bigger than the bread can hold, but we like to overstuff sandwiches, right? All right, I think we're ready. I'm running out of room. Sloppy. What do you think? Pretty good? Let this sit for a minute and then we're going to flip it over. I'm making a mess. We took a corned beef, we soaked it in water for 24 hours. We put it on the smoker with a little bit of pastrami seasoning. We smoked it for about 10 hours. Then this morning we started warming it up, cooking it. Some of this whiskey barrel, we mixed it with some Thousand Island dressing. My buddy told me that's how we did it. He also said that it was a pulled pastrami sandwich. So we got some marble rice, sauerkraut, this, and as you saw, we used some Irish beer. We steamed it to melt the cheese. And here's the part where we eat it in front of you, man. I'm sorry, but you gotta smell this. It smells so good. Or as Bob would say, it smells good. Check this out. Oh yeah, pulled. And here comes the good part. I've been waiting for this. It was good. Really good.